Howdy folks, Chris here from CC Detecting and Scrapping with just another quick video on the what to expect when you get a basic home computer system. This video is going to involve what to do with the cables you get. I got some IDE, some SATA, some regular connector pins, and then as well as the CPU fans. So let me grab those cables and we'll flip the camera around and we'll just show you some easy ways of taking the ends off those to get the gold pins or whatever type of pins are, be the gold pins for sure. That's the only ones you really care about. So let me get set up here and I'll get right back to you. Alright, so in front of me here we got two different types of fans here. This is the one off the heatsink. This is just a regular CPU fan. You'll see one of these also in a power supply, just a little bit smaller. And you may find a couple other, I might have some attachments on them or whatever, you just knock the attachments off. These, like I said before, go as copper bearing motors. We have a couple different IDE cables here. We got the black ends and the blue ends. I'll show you how to take those apart. We got, these are SATA cables. And I'll show you how to get the gold pins out of those. And then here's some regular shielded cable with these have the gold ends in them, so I'll show you how to take those out as well. They're pretty easy, or I'll show you how I do it. Maybe you have a different way of doing it. So that's about it. Let me get the camera set up and we'll start with the CPU fans. Well, Blue here heard me scrapping downstairs, so he thought he'd come down and check things out and see if he can get some attention, but unfortunately we'll be filming today, so we'll see what he does. Alright, so what I do for these fans here, they're pretty simple. What I do is I just take my snips. Usually they'll have, let me see if I can get close here, they'll have some type of thing holding the wires. I don't really care about those, so just break them out to get the wires loose. Once they're close to the motor, snip them off. So now that is just your plain copper bearing motor. I throw all these fan types in one box, and then these most times don't have the gold pins on the end, as you can see there. So now you have a little bit of insulated wire, a little bit of an end there. So the same with the bigger fans. They'll have again, a little clip down here. I usually just break that off. It frees the wire up. Give the wire a quick snip, and then I throw those in the box just like that. And then again, no gold pins on the end there, it looks like. So snip that, throw it over there, and insulated wire. Alright, so let's take a look at we'll look at these shielded cables first. You can tell this one's shielded. You can see a little bit of shielding there on the inside. So this end here has no gold plating, so we'll just cut that end right off. That goes over there. And now this end here, we'll just grab our smaller side cutters. It's a little bit easier using those. What I like to do with these is I try and crack the plastic. It frees the gold pin out. And I'll do that with all the gold pins first. And I'll try and get them all separated out. Okay, so once we get all the gold pins separated from the casings, then it's just a matter of snipping the ends off. Throw them in your gold pin bin to be dealt with at a later date. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to be processing, or what type of process I'm doing yet for how to get the gold out of pins and all that. I'll eventually figure that out when I get enough to go with it. So let me well, I guess this is now just a shielded cable. Both the ends are off. We'll throw that in the bin. And now we'll take a look at these ends. Basically, these are gold pins as well. They break down exactly the same way as the other one, or how I do the other one. Just now you have more wires coming out. So we'll just get in between a couple of them, snap them off, and then those will come out pretty quick. Some are really quick, others, like this one, have decided to be difficult. So what I try to do is try to snap them in between them again, and then get another piece out. And basically you just keep snapping the plastic off until you get your piece out that you want. And there you go. So they really don't take very long. but let me finish this up and then we'll snip the ends off and go on to the ID cables. Alright, so I know I said we were going to do the IDE cables first, but I'm going to save those ones for last. I'm just going to show you the SATA cable stuff real quick. Easiest way to do the SATA cables, just like with the USBs, you want to get your side cutters and just cut off the end. Make sure you got cut all the way through there, and then from there you want to get your side cutters there to separate it off the plastic. Get it opened up. Just peel it off as much as you can. Now we have this little plastic end here, and that just pulls right off, and that exposes your gold pins. So now we have the gold pins just sitting there. We can just take our side cutters or our snips, whichever pair you want, and I just wiggle them back and forth and they come out. So let me get those out and then get set up for the IDE cables. Alright, so IDE cables, and one thing I should mention, when you're working with cable ends that are gold plated, you can cut the ends off and sell them as is. There was a fella on one of the groups I was in who was paying $1 a pound for these trimmed ends. I think that worked out to 360 ends when I did some quick math before. So it's up to you if you find that beneficial or not, but you can, again, like anything that's got gold ends like these, just cut the end off, put it in a bin. Same with these ones, right? The ones with the gold pins in there. Just cut them all off, put them in one bin, and sell them as gold pins or gold ends, however you want. You can sell them on eBay, Kijiji, wherever. But I take the pins out and I'll eventually figure out how to process them properly and then do that. So back to IDE cables. IDE cables are pretty easy. What I do with these ones is I snip the end first. So we get the end broken off. What that does is it then allows me to unfold it so I can pop out the other end. Okay, so now both ends are out. With these cables though, with these cable ends, one thing you got to make sure is you're not pulling all the teeth out when you're pulling the cable off. Right, so now in there is all gold pins. Alright, so to get these out, you can use your little snips, you can use a little set of pliers, however you want to grab them. They should just pop out fairly simple. So this one here has, some of them will have this middle bar, which makes things a little difficult. But we'll get that pulled out, you can see. So that one's pulled out now, and there's actually two of them. I'm not too sure if these have fine tip gold ends to bite into things or not. I throw them in with the pins as well. It doesn't hurt if you're going to end up processing them later anyway. So now we have just our set of gold pins. So let's grab these little snips here and we'll just see if we can't pull one out, and I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so on, oh, that's not gonna focus at all. Can you, maybe on the ground here, let's try that. We'll spot the camera off here. So on that, there, right on the end, you can see right on the end there, I hope you can see that on camera, is they are gold plated. So those are, that's what all these ones are here. They're all little gold plated ones. So let me pull those out and we'll get on to the next part. Alright, so we'll just finish pulling these out real quick and then we'll move on to the next IDE pin. So again, it's pretty simple to, oh, I'm not even sure if I'm in the right camera angle. So it is pretty simple to just pull them out. They just come out pretty quick. So let me finish this one up and we'll get on to the next one. Alright, so for the ones that aren't folded, basically the same thing. I'll just use the little snips for this one. What you want to do is you want to pop that up so you can get that off to the side. Again, you want to make sure that you're not pulling any of the pins out. And this one appears to be, again, another one with the middle bars. You can see it's kind of, I don't know how hard it is to tell on the camera here, but there's a middle row in here, and you want to pull those out before you pull the end pieces out. So let me see if I can't find one with the other types of pins in here real quick. Alright, so I think this one has the other type in there. So again, I'm going to want to pull these ones off the pins. Sometimes they're a little sticky. Don't worry about ripping the cable if you do. Alright, so as you can see there, one of my pins stayed attached to the cable. So you want to, that's what you want to watch out for. Now these ones, as you can see, are a little bit different than the other ones that we had in the thing. But these ones come out a whole lot easier. So these ones you don't have to worry about no middle bar. You just grab them and start pulling them out. And they come out pretty quick. So there we go. And then you can, we put the two different types side by side here, and I'll show you on the camera. So there's the two different types there. So we got the easy ones and then the harder ones here. Now these ones usually come with the ones that have the strip in the middle, and then these ones come out pretty easy. These ones there, but they are gold plated, both of them. So they have gold plated parts. Alright, so that's a quick tutorial there on what to do with CPU fans and the different types of cables that you might find in a computer. That's how I process all my cables. Again, like anything else, it's easier if you get a bunch of them and then do them all at once. Or you can just do them by the tower, get all the cables and get a bit of variety. It's however you really feel like doing it. So for me, I sometimes get a lot and then do them at once, or I sometimes just do one tower and grab the cables and go for the varieties, however I'm feeling that day. But like I said, that's about it. Hopefully you found that helpful and found something there you can use. If you have a different way of working with the cables, let me know in the comment section. And thanks for watching. So have a great day, folks. Talk to you soon. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Ciao.